That's a first for me.
And did you hit?
Oh, no, it's on the Super Bowl, so I won't know till Sunday, but all I do is...
Oh, I got you. Okay, cool. That's good. Well, good luck, man. Hopefully it'll pan out for you. That'd be great.
I'm not a betting person, so it was kind of a shock.
Okay, test 1, 2, 3.
Especially everything's electronic now. It's like, what button do I push?
Sounds pretty awesome.
It's for fun of it. I'm not a gambler by choice.
Okay, guys, I got the stream up and running live on 1895 megahertz, 1.895 megahertz on a Friday night. It's 7:08 in the evening on a Friday evening. So, call sign here is Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo, and you can either go from my QRZ page or go to YouTube and do a search for Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie, and you'll find the live feed there.
Awesome. That's cool.
So I was going to, we're just rag chewing, and so one of the topics I wanted to bring up, I don't know what you guys always talked about, but thought I'd throw my ideas of what we do here, and we watch a lot of YouTube stuff. So I was going to show a bunch of YouTube links that we are on. And if I think, Steve, remember I was telling you about Trevor Struthers? He farms out in Washington State. And Steve may not be on yet.
I got you. Yeah, how you doing, Joe? Hey, Don, you know what? I watch a lot of those W1DED videos because I'm kind of a big contester. I've been doing contesting. I got back into it back in 2008 after being off of it for many years. I did some contesting as a kid in the early mid 70s up until about 80, and then I quit doing it. I just was more like this, a rag chewer, and then my business picked up, and I went off the air for about 10 years. And when I came back, I held an advanced class license for like 27, 28 years. And when I came back, I got my extra and got this call sign, got a vanity call, and I've had this since 2008 as well. And I got really involved in it, and I found out that I really, really liked it. I really enjoyed it. So I've been having a lot of fun with that and DXing, and just, and I get in here with the guys, and a lot of nights we do talk about that. I mean, try not to be boring with it, but you know what? There's just so much to learn, so much about it. It's really the cutting edge of the hobby, really. The guys that are doing the contest, and most of them are the innovators, and pretty sharp cookies, man, and good operators, too, overall. Over.
Roger. Yeah, give me your call again so I can look you up on QRZ.
Yeah, Whiskey Germany 3 Japan, WG3J.
Okay, Eric, gotcha. Yeah, I had it written down, but that paper's, well, I don't know where it is now. It's in my book here, and it's maybe a couple pages back, but gotcha. Good enough.
There you go. What's going on, Joe? You're about S8. You're definitely in a lightweight mode for sure.
Hey, Eric, on a Friday night, how many guys usually show up?
It depends. I mean, some nights we have 7 or 8 in here, and some nights we only have 4. It just kind of ebbs and flows. In the old days, we used to have 30, 40 people in here every night. We were the 1900 group. And after about 8 or 9 years of doing it every night of the year and getting kind of beat up by it, and Joe helped me, and Jim, and a couple other guys that are in here, they kind of helped out with net control duties to give me a break, but it still was a pretty grueling schedule because I think we were on every night of the year but Christmas Eve. We really did a lot in here, and we started at 8 o'clock, and a couple of the old members, one of them in particular, took the net over, and they've been running it now for, I guess, about another 8 years or so, and it's really dwindled for them. They don't have a lot of support, I don't think. They have just a few people, and they're holding on to the frequency, and that's all well and good. I'm glad to see it stay alive, but I would like to bring back the old format and what we did then, because it was much more enjoyable. There was a lot of nights, Don, we would have probably 100 listeners, and I had many nets that we had 50-plus people check into, over.
Roger, I remember checking in quite a few years ago to it. And so I was on that frequency maybe 2 weeks ago, and a young lady came in and said that they hold a net on here, and she says we're going to start at such and such a time, and I said, oh, no problem, we'll just move. So that's what we did.
Well, they have just a few check-ins. They've got 2 or 3 people, and that's their net, so it's all well and good. But they changed the format. I'm not real big keen on it. I'm not a guy that's into a topic net. I like to see the conversation flow. I was first licensed in 72, 73, and, the thing of it is, back in the day, you had to throw the switch and do the whole deal. So there was a reason to have these buzzard monologue transmissions that went on and on forever. And it was nothing to get on this band at 5 or 6 o'clock in a group of 5 or 6 guys. And if you were lucky, you got a second turn at the microphone around 9 o'clock. And after putting up with that, and I do say putting up with it because my lifestyle moves much faster than that. I just couldn't do it. It turned me off. So when I came back on after many years, I said, we're not going to, they were still doing it, some of them, and I said, I'm not going to do that. So I got a friend of mine who's an older fella, and we went down the band, and we kind of had to fight for it, but we carved out 1900. It was a job, but I was major net control in there, Jim, Joe, all of us, did net control duties, and look, the idea with the net was, we had some real heavy hitters on our frequency, but we had a lot of listenership, and we wanted the guys that just had 100 watts to have an opportunity to at least come in and say hi and give a minute's worth of comments. So that's really how we ran our net. We didn't pass traffic. We asked for if anybody had an emergency or anything like that, but otherwise it was just really a comment section. And when that was done, we went to a thing called open mic, and the objective was to always get that net done as quickly as possible in 30 minutes or less, if at all possible. And because people have a shorter attention span these days. So by doing that, we were able to go to open mic, and then all the regular guys would jump in, and we would have these big round table discussions, and it was really a lot of fun.
Roger, yeah. Back in the day, I was net control for the Wolverine net, single sideband net, and then I did the buzzard roost nest. And I know what you're talking about. You get burned out on it, so I... for a bit of a time I did it, and then I just kind of shied away from it. So anyhow, I'm going to run these videos here, and so the guys can watch it at a later date. That's not an issue. They can pick it up. I'm going to get rid of my webcam there, and I'm not going to be keyed up talking. I'm just going to talk into the microphone, so I'm not going to interfere on the frequency here, so you guys can carry on. And I might just I don't know. I don't think I'll mute the radio. But if you guys want to keep talking, if you guys want to talk, Eric, go ahead. I'm going to run these videos. So you guys want to talk, or you just want to watch and listen to the videos here?
We'll probably talk for just a little bit, Don. We'll be looking at those. Yeah, I'm definitely interested. We used to have a thing here on the frequency that we did. Jim ran it for us. It was called Live Ham Cams. We did livehamcams.com on 1900, and I think he took it down. But it was really interesting. The guys would have, pictures of their S-meter, their radio, their shack, whatever. And we shared a lot of common interest stuff. and photos and video through that system. So, yeah, we really enjoy that. That's good, man. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, what I won't key up. I won't hit the foot switch. I'll just talk into the microphone because it's going to pick it up for YouTube, and so yeah, because there is that 3 to 5 second delay. It gets kind of confusing for anybody that's listening on the radio and then watching the stream. So let me just do this. If you guys want to keep chattering on, or if you want to watch, that's fine. You can watch at a later date too. But I'm going to mute this, and I'll bring up the YouTube stuff, and I'll talk a little bit about it, and then I'll come back to you guys. So VA3KBC.
Roger, roger.
Okay, so this is Trevor Struthers. This is the one I really blew me away. Okay, I got to make sure the audio is okay. Yeah, he really blew me away with what their farming practices are like out in Prescott, Washington. And let's see now if I get the right one here. Dirty Shorts, this one right here. When you look at the area, the farmland there, I talked to them. They're about 300 to 500 acres, and they grow wheat, mainly wheat, and it's summer follows. So every other year they grow wheat, and then the next year, the one year they grow wheat, the next year they summer follow it, and that's how they do it. But
welcome to my channel.
Beautiful
My
scenery.
name is Trevor Struthers, and today we are showing hillside dryland wheat farming in the Pacific Northwest. Back on the channel are the guys who farm the skyrockets in Prescott, Washington, in the United States of America. Prescott is home to some of the steepest farmland in North America. This isn't your average farming. Out here, we take an already deadly profession and add another layer of danger. Our hills have drop-offs and cliffs at the edge and in the middle of some of the steepest land we can farm. Do not attempt what you are seeing in your machines unless they have a leveling system like the Hilco ones these have. The tires are specialized for the hills and have the strongest sidewall you can buy, and we need them. This hill here is affectionately named Dirty Shorts. It got that name from the lead combine driver's grandfather. Many years ago, his grandfather was pulling a combine with a steel track Caterpillar down this very hill, and his tractor died. To get it restarted, you had to start the tractor's main motor with another smaller motor using a rope. Usually that motor didn't like starting on a hill, but for some reason, it started right up that day, and he drove it off. Ever since then, it has been named Dirty Shorts. You can see here, as the first combine goes down, the second combine and third combine wait up top. As soon as he's down, the second one makes his go. That way, if anything were to happen to the first combine, they don't have to stop on this hill, like his grandfather did. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and you guys have a good one.
Just beautiful, beautiful scenery. I'm used to combining on flat land. I don't know if I have the nerve to do that, even with the Hilco side hill attachments. spoke to Trevor, he was saying that they haven't rolled the combine, but the axles break, the rims break, and they have a lot of combine fires too because it's so dry. So that's the one. And then the next one is Larson Farms. This is another one that we really enjoy watching. I retired. I was born and raised on a farm, farmed all my life. Worked out as well, John Deere mechanic, worked at Esso Chemical, and then drove truck and stuff like that. So, but anyhow, so this is another one that we really enjoy watching. And then Hayden on Harvest. Him and his mother, they start cutting wheat in South Texas about April, and they work up all the way to North Dakota about 6 months. And another good family. They've got 3 combines for this year now, so I'm not sure if his girlfriend's going to be running one, but his dad, his mother, and himself, and then they've got hired help as well. But some of the scenery is just beautiful too. So that was just beautiful. I love the music. He does a really good job of editing. So then another one is Zach Johnson, Millennial Farmer. He has, what has he got now? He has 1.1 million subscribers. Just a lot of viewers, and he's comical and very entertaining, and it's for those people that don't know much about farming, it's very educational as well. So that's one. We found this family. We watch Rebel News. That's the only news in Canada, and it's on YouTube. We get it, and also get emails from. But they're a couple with 8 kids, and they left Canada. They spent about a couple, 2-3 years searching to move to another country, and they left because they're very religious. They follow the Bible. They have no denomination, but they wanted something better for their children. They don't like the woke stuff, the LGBT stuff. Where the way Canada was going with Trudeau and the carbon tax, you couldn't afford to expand the farmer equipment or anything. And they moved to Russia, and after watching them, unbelievable how they've been treated there with the Russian people and the government. And there's also expat American, which is another one. There's some from Australia, some from England and that. Like they say, what the media in North America in the West depicts Russians as is not true. So they've been blessed with being able to move there. They got, today I've seen their video, they have, I forget what it's called now. I can't forget what it was, but anyhow, so their kids, Cora is 16, Wesley is 15, and they're all helping to build the house. They bought a farm there, tons and tons and acres of farmland there, very, very, very inexpensive. So they, anyhow, so they bought a farm and they building a house. The kids are helping. I couldn't believe how the kids are so helpful and know what they're doing. And it just, whoa, I got too much there. So it's just a wonderful family to watch. So they're called Countryside Acres. So they're, again, just wonderful family to watch, and the progress that they're making with the building. They're building a drive shed now, a shop, and a barn. So that's just another one of the ones that we like to watch. So that's one. And I like Trent Palmer. He works in the movie industry. He has these very high performance, high end drones, and he does the drone shots for the movie industry. So but he also is a pilot, and he built here, I guess he bought that Kit Fox plane, but he's building a new plane now, the Legend Cub. So I've been following him for quite a few years. He built his own house. It was a kit, and the shop and that. So it's anybody's in aviation, a really great guy to follow, and that's Trent Palmer. Another guy I like to watch is Dustin here, Smarter Every Day 2. And what Dustin does here, he does a lot of stuff. But anyhow, he actually found the guy that made the computer that controlled the Saturn V on liftoff.
This is Smarter Every Day 2, the second channel where I like to take more in-depth looks on different things technically. In this case, this is a memory module for the Saturn V LVDC, launch vehicle digital computer. Now, I like to learn about rockets. It's kind of my thing. And Linus from Linus Tech Tips, he's a computer guy, right? So we are really interested in this stuff from different perspectives, but we're talking to a very interesting person, Luke Talley. He worked at IBM here in Huntsville during the 60s, during Apollo, also during the 70s, and he knows this thing inside and out. So this is a really fascinating thing because we kind of know what we're talking about in our respective areas, but it feels like Luke knows all of the things and he's just running circles around us. So this is fascinating. I hope you enjoy this, and let's take a deeper look at the LVDC memory module and just how all this stuff works. While you're watching this, please consider subscribing to this, the second channel, if at some point along the way you learned something that you think brought value to your life. If not, no big deal, but if you do, please consider hitting that bell to turn on notifications for the second channel. Anyway, let's go get smarter on the Saturn V launch vehicle digital computer.
Look at this device right here. Don't touch this with your fingers.
Yeah. Okay, anyhow, that's Smarter Every Day 2, and you can find that link, or I should say you can find this one here, the Computer Control Saturn V. I don't know if I click back. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, there we go. Anyhow, that's smarter every day too. I have a lot of YouTube channels that I follow here. And another one I like is Jimmy Dore. He's a comedian, but he also has this YouTube channel, so I always enjoy watching him. So that's about it. I'm going to bring you guys back.
Awesome. Yep, SWR definitely came down.
Okay, VA3KBC, I'm back.
I got it up in the air. It was only about 8 feet off the ground on the on the positive side of the dipole. You know, and I am going to switch that whole thing around. And I think I'm going to switch the center feed, or the center, that Budwig. I think I'm going to pull that out because I've got a center feed that you made me, and I think I'm going to put that in.
VA3KBC, I'm back.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's see. So let's see. Geez, this thing's almost flat.
That's good. Hey, Don, go ahead. Bob's in here and gets a chance to say hi to the guys. WG3.
Yep, I'm back. I just did that deal with all the YouTube stuff that we like to watch, so you guys can check that later if you want. And anyhow, I'm back, so I'm still doing the live stream, so I'll just sit here and join in whenever I guess I can.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got your live stream going. I got to check that out.
Don's live streaming this, man. He's making some good video stuff.
He's live. Yes.
Friday Night Live on 1.895 megahertz.
There you go.
We used to. I heard you talking to somebody earlier there, Eric, and you talking about the net and all the stuff we used to do. You know, does Jim still have the? Does he still have the website up?
I think he pulled it. But I'm sure he could put it back up probably pretty easily.
Yeah, that was an absolute wealth of knowledge. Anybody getting into the hobby or just trying to do 160, that was an absolute resource.
Yes, it was. And he pulled the software off because of the, I guess the two softwares collided with each other with the new Windows and such. So he said it was having a problem with it. He pulled it.
Steve, I can hear you out there, but I just can't make it out. Can't make you out.
I understand.
Yeah, I guess. Well, let's see. It's 7:30. I mean, I guess it'll get a little bit better as the night goes on. I may switch that whole antenna around here. Just depends on what kind of time I got tomorrow. But I'd love to just pull that center feed down, cut it right there, and put the new. I'm not going to use a Budwig. I got a center box here that you made me. I'm going to put that in.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead, man. That'll take pressure.
Yep. This thing is almost like it's just about flat, man. It's perfect.
Well, that's good.
Okay, guys, here I found this one here. The series on ham radio, U.S. and Canadian. I copied both YouTube things and put them together. I did that 11 months ago. So anybody that's interested in maybe getting into amateur radio, this is a good kind of a tutorial or an explanation of what it's all about.
Oh, that's a good one, Don.
Yep, I think he pulled the website down. I can't find it.
This is VA3KBC. 40-meter band.
I think he figured nobody was going to do it anymore, so he kind of like, cut it off.
I want to go back.
Month or so.
He's got a problem with the software.
Because the licensing is different in both Canada and the United States. So, but I'll bring up this gentleman here. That's Ron, and and
Hey, Eric, have you heard how good? How good's the receiver on an FD3000?
no, Jim, N4BF.
What's that, Steve?
Anyhow,
How good is the receiver on an FT3000?
How good is the receiver on a what?
3000. 1, 2, 3.
Not that great. I wouldn't fool with it unless you got a really good deal on it, Steve.
Oh, just a friend of mine. That's why I asked.
Okay. Look, it's okay, but it ain't great.
I was just having to concentrate on an antenna.
That's right.
well, in amateur radio, the first thing you have to have is propagation. And when you got propagation, the next most important feature is an antenna, and then a radio, and then, as they say, amplifiers are for your friends.
Jeez, somebody's upset.
Do you hear that noise at the bottom of the receiver?
Yeah.
All right. To make sure I'm not losing my mind, I have to put them on self-applied straight jacket.
Oh,
That was funny. I like that. And Whitney.
where is Whitney tonight?
Bow, 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 bow. That's something new the Russians are sending down for us. Jim.
Bob, we're going to get a little snow tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Taking a hit.
What's up?
Yeah, mostly up north, I think, it's snow, right? 1 to 3 here.
Oh, no.
I didn't see that part. Yeah, you missed it. 1 to 3 here tomorrow. That's a banger.
Yeah, we're just getting freezing rain, freezing drizzle down here in Indy.
Yes, it's skirting across Bowling Green.
So 18 through the night, 27 tomorrow afternoon, and snow.
Yeah, it's a banger. We got another good month here down this way. Month, 6 weeks to get out of it. I can't wait.
Yep.
Boy, it's quiet compared to last night. Last night it had a lot of static crashes.
Yeah, I guess it was about 10 years ago. I don't know if you remember, but right around this time, February 10th, 11th, and 12th, we got those humongous storms. They were back-to-back 20 inches, 26 inches, the first one.
Oh, it banged us real good because we did Winter Field Day. Winter Field Day weekend, Hal almost didn't get home.
If I remember right, for me here, 2009 and 2010.
Right.
I got both my trucks stuck in that. I had 4.5 feet of snow in here, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had 2009, 2010 here.
And but that second one come behind it, that wasn't so predictable.
That's the one that banged me.
Yeah.
I was stuck in the house here for 4 days.
Yep. Yeah, we were locked down for a while. I pulled in probably a quarter wood, loaded it up. And I just chilled out. Had me, Eva, all the kids. Fridge was stocked. What in the hell noise is that?
Are you running a wood burner over there, Jim?
Nah, I had fireplace and then I had a big buck stove, 2 windows on the side, 2 fans on it. That thing literally heated that home.
Yeah, I'm burning wood here. You know, I gotta clean the sucker out tomorrow. It's getting too much coal and ash.
Yep. When I cleared the lot, I saved all the wood. The lot was loaded with red oak, and it took me about 10 years to go through it. It was nice, but the way the house was set up, Bob, it worked out really good. So that stove was in the family room, and it was a big wide opening that just walked right into the kitchen, and then there was 2 spots, 2 doorways, and that would just go into the living room, and it was a vaulted ceiling, so all that heat would go straight on up. Just open the doors to the bedrooms, and everything, the whole house was warm.
I love that. I never hear the blower go off. Actually, when the blower goes off, it's 65 degrees in here, 66, and it wakes me up immediately.
Yeah.
Damn forced cold air heat pump, forced cold air heat pump doesn't do squat below 40 degrees, 45 degrees, something like that.
On the farm, we had an outdoor wood furnace. We heated both shops, the house, and the hot water tank.
Yeah, and it was hot water fed. You could throw anything in there, right?
That's all. Yeah, they're nice.
Yep, we went through a lot of wood, though.
Yeah, you could throw a bedroom mattress in there and burn it.
That's the way to go, though.
You can get it approved anymore. I don't know, a dozen years ago, half a dozen years ago, New Hampshire, put the clamps on that. You had to get a permit for the old style before you got the new style.
It depends too where you can't do them in the city or in town because they kind of smolder and smoke. So if you're out in the country, okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say anything.
That
I'd
was
just
hot
do it.
water heat, man, for the whole entire house. What would it do, burn 4 or 5 days?
No, I had to fill hours in the morning and in the evening. But like I said, we're heating both shops, the house and the hot water tank. So we were going, we were heating quite a bit. If we were just heating the house, I bet you I could probably go at least a day and a half. But because we're heating it so much that it was chugging away pretty good.
Yeah, what's the call in your location?
Well, I'm in Lambton Shores, Southern Ontario, Canada.
Oh, KBC.
Correct. Yes.
Oh, I got you, Don. That's all good, man. You can eat the whole house and everything. Just burning and feed it a couple times a day. Some guys would feed it every 4 days. Don's got a good signal down here, you know it? He does. And some guys will heat their outdoor swimming pool with that thing. Yep.
I know a guy that heats, their indoor swimming pool with one.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, the thing can dangle mess. They get all the plumbing hooked up for that sucker.
Yeah, I know one guy, the first time I ever seen one, he had in-floor heat.
Yeah, I contemplated that. If you can do it, it's the way to go. Keep warm.
What I found too with in-floor heat, you don't get that dust like with I had a radiant heater in the shop, and then I had a forced air in the shop furnace, and it blow dust around. And once we did the radiant or the hot water and just had rads, of course they had fans on them too. So, but in-floor heat, you don't have that wind blowing around and dust blowing around.
Oh, really? Did you have to re-pour concrete for that?
I didn't do in-floor heat in the shop, but I had a friend that did. When he built his, he put in-floor heat. And so, as I said, I had a radiant heater first and then had the hot water. So I had rads in the shop, but they had fans on them to blow the air. But like I said, a friend of mine did in-floor heat, and that's when I realized that his shop was always so much cleaner and a lot less dust blowing around. There no dust blowing around.
That's awesome.
Never thought about that.
If you look at Larson Farms, they have in-floor heat, and their shop is, immaculate.
Things are working.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I never knew that. Yeah, I guess just keep the dust on the floor. I don't know, you vacuum it up.
Yeah, well, when you bring a combine in or tractor or anything dusty and dirty, the furnace comes on and it's blowing, so it's just going to blow it around. But if you got in-floor heat, you bring that equipment in, and it just stays on the equipment.
It warms up the whole chassis.
Yeah, if you're working on the floor here, the floor is nice, because hot air rises. So in a shop that's heated with radiant heaters, and that was the other thing, my tube radiant heater, if I didn't have anything in the shop, I'd go in the shop. I had a 40 by 40 shop on the farm there. It felt cold, but if I had a couple of tractors in or a truck in the car in it, and because it heats up the materials around. So that was the thing I found, that the radiant heat is a little bit different heat. You got to have something in there to absorb that heat.
Yep.
Yeah, and the diesel sure like to start up at 40, 50 degrees instead of -8.
That's right. WG3J.
W3KBC.
VA3KBC.
KB9RDS.
Whiskey United 3 Whiskey. Hampstead.
Maryland. That's funny.
Indeed.
Hey, man. When you come in here and make comments and do all this nonsense like you've been doing, you ought to at least give your call sign. Otherwise, butt out. Sure. Meanwhile,
What'd the Trumpster do today?
I don't know, but I'm sure he threw down. I can say confidently that he broke off something.
And 3HIA.
Hey, bud.
Good evening, gentlemen. Well, I have an update on that. He took Biden's security clearance and briefings away today.
Whoa.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
He snapped it.
Broke it
He
right
needs
off
to do
at
a
the
lot
wrist.
more.
That's a big step in the right direction. Things will start to turn now.
Wow. He's probably finding out so much stuff. The tick me off meter is probably just constantly on.
Overloaded.
Look, there's going to be stuff that they're never going to tell us
Well, you guys,
because it's that bad.
you guys have, you guys have that Department of DOG, DOJ. We need the same thing here because you have your corruption there. Global Affairs here in Canada, same thing. They're giving out millions and millions and millions of dollars. Crazy stuff. $1,700 for Lesbian Pirates musical. $3,800 for a frank discussion of how to proper land acknowledgement. Millions on vacant land in Africa and properties in Afghanistan. And the list just goes on, and millions and even trillions or billions of dollars. So we've got it here in Canada too, and people are starting to. Well, if it wasn't for X, that's the one thing that I've been saying. If it wasn't for X, we wouldn't know about this. But we've got just as much, if not more, corruption here in Canada.
Yeah, they're hating Elon. They're hating him so much. He's
He's just warming up. They can't find a way to shut him down. He'll get them all.
yeah.
Supposedly, a circuit court judge put something on Elon today.
A little disturbed, man. I thought for sure this was I'd be able to hear Steve better.
Or you want to get my amp working, you will.
Well, I was, hoping that wouldn't be the wouldn't necessarily. I was hoping for at least an improvement, but I don't see any. And I don't know.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I remember the other night I was telling you about Trevor Struthers, the farmer that's out in Prescott, Washington.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I just did when we started here, I muted the sound of you guys, and I didn't key up the mic or anything. I was just talking into the mic, so it would go on YouTube. But I did a thing here on YouTube of all the different things that we watch, and the first one was Trevor Struthers there. So if you want to see that, you can watch that YouTube video at a later date, or you can go there now and rewatch it. But anyhow, so it's just a little bit of the countryside that he works in, and some of the other ones I posted as well there.
I watched it when you posted it. I was watching it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I liked his comments when he was saying that you don't do a regular combine the way they do because they have a special leveling kit on them.
Yep, the Hilco. Well, guys, just about 8 o'clock, and I think the wife's expecting her popcorn, so I'm going to stop the stream here, and I'll let you guys carry on. Thanks for letting me join you. Everybody have a great rest of the Friday night, and I'll see if I'll be able to join you tomorrow night if you guys don't mind me joining you.
I won't be in tomorrow night because I'll be up in Broomall. I'm not taking a radio with me, but I'll be back for Sunday night, Don. The other guys should be in, though.
Broomall. I'll be around, Don. Stop on in for sure.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Take care. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo, Bravo Charlie. Live long and prosper.
Thank you, Don. Take care, buddy. Good to hear you.
Take care, Don. Have a good one.
7-3.
Yep, 73.
Hey, M3HIA, where are you located?
I'm in Hartford,